Here we are, Omosako Koi Pond.
Yay!
These are the Rasta challenge fish. And as you can see, these are very promising examples. I would believe so.
Woo!
Here we are, Omosako Koi Pond. And as I think you can see, they've come up with some really nice examples for this challenge. So all 5 of these koi are female. They're all going to the mud pond for this summer. And as you can see, there's a bit of a discrepancy in size between the 5, 3 of them being bigger than the other 2. And this is because they're from different parent sets. So there's different timings in the breeding and also different ponds that they've been raised in, which then results in a different size. So that's nothing to be put off by. Now, I think as an overall style of fish, I think what most hobbyists would like best would be this one here. And I think, likewise, I think most people would probably look at this one and say that the skin quality of this one was nicer than the other ones, because the skin of the others is a little bit yellow in appearance. But one thing I would like for people to find out this autumn when they see these fish as Nisai is that in actual fact that cleanliness of the skin isn't actually necessarily a good thing. And to my mind, the kind of discoloured and creamy appearance of the skin is actually, I think, a positive point in the other fish. So what you've got is the ones that have got more yellowness to the face of the fish, and really is a prime example, I personally think, come around this way now, this is a prime example. This skin on the face, when this gets bigger, that skin will get much brighter. That yellow kind of look to the skin is an indication of how thick the skin on the face is going to be. So that thicker skin becomes much whiter and nicer, whereas the first one, which I said that most people would probably like, that appearance of the skin tends to stay a little bit more translucent. It doesn't have that same thickness and reflective nature when the fish get bigger. So in that regard, the one that people think now is probably the best one to go for is actually the reverse. But nonetheless, it's still an extremely nice example of style of fish. Now, this one I think is the one that potentially will be the biggest surprise in the autumn, because there's a lot of sumi around the middle of the fish that will come up, I think, later on. So right now it looks as though the fish is front end heavy and back end heavy and lacking in the middle area. But I think later on that will become really nice because more sumi will come in that middle area. Body type, this one I think is really the strongest for getting big and holding a really nice body line, along with this one here. Those 2 I think have got the nicest body type out of the 5 fish. Now, as far as my own personal fish goes, the one which I think, if I was looking for reliability, I would go for this one as the one that will be an easy one to predict and see how it's going to work out. But I think a nicer style of fish in the long run will be this larger one along the side of the bowl here. But I'm going to buck the trend a little bit with these, because personally my gut instinct is that this one will have the nicest sumi later on. And I think this one to me is the challenge fish. If you've chosen this one and this works out being the winner from the Shiro Utsuris, then you will be in for a bonus prize this autumn. Thank you for watching.
Rasta challenge! もう一回
Rasta challenge! So which one do you think, if you were keeping one of these fish for the future at this time, which one would it be? The most valuable fish for the future?
それ言ったら預かるになるな。預かりになる。
I know. That's right. But just if it was Omosako Koi Farm Nisai, and you were looking for the future koi, which one would be the best fish for you, for your farm? which is my opinion, or was my opinion in spring, but basically this one has, the body type is really strong. This one, I think the body is extremely good. This one, the style is really good, but the combination, like the body on this fish is actually really good. The height of the fish and back profile is nice, the body's nice and tight. So I think that kind of structure is good for the blue fish. It's easy for it to hold a really good body without getting too fat. But I think it's easy to put weight on as well without getting too fat. But in terms of skin, this one's got nicer skin, and it's also reflected in having the nicer skin on the head, I think, from all of these. And the seaweed quality is the nicest. On top of which, the Omosako and also Yume Koi and Omosako style on this one, I think is the nicest of these, which I think is also the case when it was outside. Yeah, I think overall, I think that is, or we think, that the winning koi from these fish, the Shiro Utsuri group, is this fish. Best fish for the future. And having just checked whose fish is who, the lucky owner of this fish is a Mr. Glyn Marley. So congratulations, Glyn. Even if you don't win the overall challenge, you still win the prize for the best fish from this breeder. So, the bottom line is, this is the winner, and consequently, this makes Glyn Marley the winner of the Omosako section of the Rasta Challenge. And I think this is a beautiful fish for the future, irrespective of the price tag. That's my opinion.
Me too.
Congratulations!